Hello students, so I am back with my second video, lines composed in a wood on a windy day. Today we will study this poem, okay? My soul is awakened, my spirit is soaring and carried aloft on the wings of the breeze. Around me the wild wind is roaring, arousing the rapture the earth and the seas. The long withered grass in the sunshine is glancing, the bare trees are crossing their branches on high. The dead leaves beneath them are merrily dancing, the clouds are puddling across the blue sky. I wish I could see how the ocean is lashing the foam of its billows to whirlwinds of spray. I wish I could see how its proud waves are dashing and hear the wild roar of their thunder today. So, this is the poem about the nature. The poet has written this poem on a windy day. Okay, now we will read about the poet. Who is the poet of the poem? Annie Bronte. Annie Bronte was the youngest of the three Bronte sisters who were writers. Annie was educated at home by her aunt till the age of 15 when she joined school. Her elder sisters were Charlotte, who wrote Jane Eyre, and Emily, who wrote Wuthering Heights. Annie's first published book was a collection of poems which contained poems by all three sisters. The collection called Poems by Currer, Alice and Action Bell. Now we will have little bit title introduction, okay? At first glance, what do you think the title means? Seeing the title, what can you judge from it? The title is very self-explanatory and gives a brief idea at what poem is going to be. It is obvious that poet wanted to write few lines, only a few lines poetry when she is surrounded by nature on the windy day. So she wrote this poem on a windy day, okay? The phrase windy day should be paid attention because it gives a sense of imagery and we automatically relate to the events that occur on a typical windy day. The poet has used the word both literally and negatively, so it can be possible that not only the day is windy but also there is a breeze of changes, apps and freedom in her mind. So with the change in the weather, she is having changes in her mind as well. She relates her feelings and emotions with the wind blowing outside of her, that is in the world, and thus write this poem. So she is very much moved with this nature, with this season, so write this poem. Now about the poem. This poem is lyrical poem, that is poem in which the poet expresses his or her feelings and expressions. These poems can be sung to the tune of lyre as string musical instrument, thus the name lyrical. These poems follow a rhyming scheme. In this poem it is A B for all three stanzas. Comes the structure of the poem. The poem consists of three stanzas of 4 lines each. You can see in your book 3 stanzas here and 4 lines of there. First stanza express how poet's spirits soar high like wild wind around her. Second stanza, it creates an imagery of her surroundings, the trees, leaves, and even the grass as to how it reacts to the strong wind. When there is a strong wind, how do trees, grass, and clouds react to it? The last stanza, it let us know that although the poet is very euphoric because of the wind, but still craves for the ocean and its waves to free her finally. So now let's start with the poem. Now I will give you two lines explanation, okay? Now let's take us first 2 lines of the first stanza. My soul is awakened, my spirit is soaring and carried aloft on the winds of the breeze. So poet is mentioning here that her soul is awakened. She is now very much happy and her spirit is soaring. Her spirit is flying high in the air and carried aloft on the wings of the breeze. They are carrying like the wild wind is blowing, in the same way her spirits, her wishes are blowing in the air. Now next 2 lines. For above and around me the wild wind is roaring, arousing to rapture the earth and the seas. In the next line she is mentioning that the wild wind is making a loud sound. So it is arousing to rapture the earth and the sea. It is arousing to rapture means extreme happiness is there. You can underline the word rapture and write down extreme happiness. So it is arousing to give extreme happiness to her, and so it is compared to the earth and seas. That earth and seas are very happy by this windy storm. Now next, the long withered grass in the sunshine is glancing. The bare trees are tossing their branches on high. Now the long withered grass means dry grass, they are shining, They are glancing. Glancing means shining a lot. The bare trees are tossing their branches on high. Bare trees mean the trees that don't have leaves. So they are tossing there because leaves have been broken down. Because of the wind, all leaves have fallen on the ground. So bare trees are tossing their branches. Their branches are swimming in the air. The dead leaves beneath them are merely dancing. The white clouds are across the blue sky. Now it's mentioning the dead leaves beneath them are merrily dancing. Means the leaves which have been broken from these trees, they are dancing, they are down, lying down on the earth, and they are very happy. The white clouds are skirting, moving across the blue sky. White clouds are skirting means they are moving quickly. White clouds, as the wind blows, you can see the clouds move very quickly. So she is mentioning that white clouds are moving across the blue sky. They are crossing over the blue sky. Now next paragraph. I wish I could see how the ocean is lashing the foam of its billows to whirlwinds of spray. Now she is mentioning her wish that she could see how the ocean is hitting. Lashing means it is how the ocean is hitting the banks. The foam of its billows. Billows means waves to whirlwinds of spray. How the ocean's water having a waves, having a cyclone in them to move to the origin. I wish I could see how its proud waves are dashing and hear the wild roar of their thunder today. Now she is wishing that she could see how these proud waves, ocean waves are very proud because ocean is very big. So its waves are very proud and they are daring. Dashing means daring to hear the wild roar of the loud sound. Loud sound of the windy day. So ocean is very daring to listen the wild roar of the wind. I think the poem is clear to you. Thank you. So soon I will be back with the exercises of this poem. Till then, you go through this video. Thank you.